Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to try some of the mods that Unreal Toys showed on their YouTube channel. So this is the stock figure. This is how it's been all through the videos I've been doing. Haven't modified anything up to this point now. And I just watched Unreal Toys video again about using the foam to widen the neck collar, give them a bit more mass around the shoulders and the traps area. So I'm following Unreal Toys instructions here. I've got myself some foam, some scissors and some little tweezers here, and I would encourage you to watch the video by Unreal Toys, which I'll flash up on the screen for you now. Go watch that, and that will explain exactly what to do, and I'm going to try it out now for you and just see how it turns out. I might put a bit of extra stuffing in the collar area to make it look a bit wider, see how far I can push that. Alright, so this is the stock figure, one last look, and then I'm going to get modding. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at D9. So what Lucky did on the channel was he stuffed the foam in between the neck and the collar to spread it out a bit more. He added some foam underneath the shoulder pads, and then some extra foam in between the neck and the shoulder pads in the trap area to raise it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do now. I don't think it looks too bad stock, honestly. I think obviously it could do with, you know, the collar area is not really accurate. It should be a bit more room to move around there, a bit wider, a bit bigger, but really it's not too bad. But I'm going to do the mods just because I'm curious. It might be one of those situations where I thought it wouldn't make much difference, and then I see it in front of me and it's like, oh my god, this looks so much better. So I'll find out now. Next time you see me, the figure will be all finished. Just check in, let you see how it's going. I have only stuffed the inside of the collar at the moment, and I've really jammed as much of this foam as I can in there, just the way you see it here as is, just these little square strips, actually quite chunky. It's not the softest foam, this one as well, it's like a medium. It's quite tough but also soft as well, it's not going to scratch anything. But I've put in about as much as I possibly can here. You can still see it poking out a little bit, so I need to push it down. Also, I was going to use the tweezers, but because my tweezers are metal and there's a big magnet in the neck here, it's very difficult to use the tweezers on this neck area because it keeps magneting or magnetizing. So I ended up using the little tool for moving the eyes around. I used that to push the foam down in this case. But so far, definitely a visual difference here. Just need to finesse it a bit, and then I'll be back with you once it's done. Sorry, I said I'd come back once it was finished, but I just added in a little bit more foam on his right side over here because it was still looking a bit close to the neck. Now there's a nice amount of space here now. I haven't seen it with the head sculpt back on yet. I'm waiting to do that until the end, but I can tell that is already looking much better. And I have got a very bright LED light shining right down from above, so that's why it's picking up the foam in the collar area there. I think in regular lighting over on the shelf, when he goes over there, I don't think you'll notice it so much. Possibly the head will create more of a shadow in that area as well. But I am very happy with how the collar area is looking now. Again, these mods and tips were all thanks to Lucky at Unreal Toys on his YouTube channel. I'm not trying to steal thunder or anything like that, just felt like trying it out and showing you how it looks. Full credit to Lucky. I just couldn't wait to try it. I had to put the head sculpt on, and then when I saw it I had to show you straight away. This is awesome. It's such a small little detail, but it makes a difference. Obviously I can't look straight away now and see the before, but I will put up on the screen like a before shot. I'll take a screenshot of earlier in the video at the beginning so you can see the difference. But it's a subtle difference, but it makes a big difference. It's awesome. Makes him look even more intimidating. There's a nice bit of space now between the collar and the neck. Let's just come around here. Yep, we've still got a nice bit of space. And yep, you can see it over here too. It's really nice, folks. That's such an easy, simple little mod to do, but it's so effective. Definitely recommend this. I mean, I still haven't added any foam under the shoulder pads or the trap area, which I'll probably do for you now. I'll just stop filming and then I'll give it a try, but I really think just as it is right now is perfect. I mean, that just looks so good. Alright, let me do a bit more messing around and we'll come back. But I am loving that. I'm glad I tried this out. You know, I'm just sitting here looking at the thing, and I think, just like I did with his right side of the collar, I think I can get more foam in his left side. So a little bit close to the neck over there on his left. I think I can squeeze some more foam in there because it really looks great on his right. Our left, his right, right there. That looks perfect. This side needs a little bit more convincing. So I gotta be honest, I'm really hesitating to do. I know it's such a simple thing, but I honestly not sure if he needs on my one anyway. It did look great when Lucky did it on his channel when he added the foam to the, you know, under the shoulder pads and the traps. But I'm worried that on my one, the neck would kind of disappear then, because if the shoulders get any higher, because I think in proportion wise everything looks pretty good here, and I don't want to have to detach the neck and just leave it sitting in there for it to look right. I want the neck to be fully plugged in like it is now. And I think the distance between the head, neck and shoulders seems about right here. I'm pretty satisfied. I'm just going to try and stuff in a bit more foam. And for these extra little bits, I'm just cutting off little squares to stuff into the front rather than a big long, you know, a big long bit like this. I basically started out by putting a big long one of these all the way from the front of one side round the back and then round to the other side, like a big loop around the back of the neck. Then I started stuffing in extra ones smaller like this to just keep tweaking it. So I'm just going to stuff that little cube in now to the left side at the front. It is getting quite difficult now to push that foam any further in so that it's concealed. Might not be able to pull this one. I'll keep pushing. I'll keep trying to get it down there. I do think that you could easily just remove the collar, heat it up with a hairdryer to make this whole thing a bit easier. I haven't heated mine up and it's cold as hell in this room, so it's absolutely solid while I'm trying to do this. Probably best to heat it up, maybe carefully, and just soften it up a little bit when you're doing this kind of thing. It's up to you. Alright, so I've added the foam under the shoulder pads, and I had to cut the foam a bit thinner for this particular section and kind of measure it to fit nicely under there. And now I just need to get some foam in between the shoulders and the neck on the trap area, and then the cape will cover that up and we'll be all done. We'll see how it looks. I did just kind of round off the ends a bit, so this is basically going to be sitting on his shoulder like it is here, and obviously if it came to a very abrupt square like edge, where's a bit for example, yeah, so if it suddenly just stopped like that, that would look weird. So that's why I've just cut the ends to have a bit of a curve to them and smooth out a little. We'll see if that makes a difference. So now I've just got to put that under the cape on the shoulders. I have to cut another one. Alright, looks pretty crude, but I'm just trying to get this all worked out. Size wise it might still be a bit too long. Just need to push it back obviously. It's coming out a little too much at the front, but that's just a matter of positioning. Definitely had to keep going back and finessing the size dimensions of it, the little pads here. Alright, put it all back together and hope for the best. Alright, I've done all the padding and that's how it looks. You'd have to tell me if it's an improvement. I mean, there's a bit more, Yeah, there's a bit more trap action, especially on his right side. It looks like I'd need to balance that out a little bit. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to take out the padding from under the shoulder armor and the traps area and just leave the padding in the neck. I was happy enough with how it looked with just the neck being spreaded out at the collar. But I can definitely see a difference here. He's looking a bit more bulky. But it's also because I'm using the second cape that came in the box. Oh, and just to confirm, folks, I did double check again tonight. There was definitely no sticky bomb gun in the package for the standard version here, even though you do get the pouch to put it in on his leg. It's definitely not in the box, and there was nowhere for it to go in the box either. So, pretty low move there. Although, like I said in the review, I do appreciate the extra cowl and 2 capes. It's pretty sick, but they really should have given us that gun for the standard version. So that's how it looks. I think it does look good. Let me know what you think. I'm going to leave the collar modded the way it is now, but I'll probably take out the padding from under the shoulder pads and the cape. But it does look pretty damn awesome. It looked amazing stock, so just a little few tweaks here, thanks to Lucky and his advice. And yeah, it's pretty awesome looking. Just back out a little bit, let you see the whole figure. Yeah, it's a nice subtle difference. I mean, I'm just happy that the collar looks a bit more separate from the neck now, which it really does. I'll turn him to the side so you can see how that looks too. Yeah, so from the side here we can see a nice gap. I mean, there was a nice gap on the stock figure when you tilted the head forward at the back of the collar, but it's there a little bit more at the sides now as well. And this is with the shoulder padding removed and the trap padding removed. I've just left it in the neck area collar to spread that out a little bit. So that's how I'm going to leave him for now. But I am really happy with that little change there. I think it's made a big difference. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. Don't forget to check out Lucky Unreal Toys on the YouTube channel of his, where the original video was done. And let me know what you think in the comments of how he's looking. And I hope you're getting one of these soon, because you will not be disappointed. Thanks again for all the awesome support on the videos I've been doing. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.